Let me flip over. Hello, friends. Let me unmute you. You are unmuted. Welcome to your lovely Monday night with the Danger Cuties, and this is episode 9, Owlbears and Oratories. Hello, everyone. How's your week been so far?
Hello.
Hello.
That good, huh?
It's been,
Yeah.
count the week starting on Sunday. It's been good.
It was good, actually. I had some lovely discussions yesterday.
I've had some vodka.
I'm already starting with the bourbon, so cheers.
I had an epiphany.
And
like,
what is your epiphany?
Half an hour ago about Ella. And she occasionally gives me like modern Drew Barrymore energy where she's just excited to be in the world and experiencing like the simple pleasures in life, and it just gives me the greatest energy.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
That's
you make
awesome.
my heart so happy. I love you so much. I love this group, y'all.
Yay. Well, happy Monday.
I love
Welcome,
you guys.
everybody. I hope we have a fun time tonight because there's going to be a test tonight, and the test this particular episode is all about owlbears. So that's what our characters will be
Owlbears and
tested on tonight.
rodeos.
Owlbears and rodeos.
I think I know more about rodeos than owlbears.
Yeah, I
I
would say
don't
this is
even
my
want
first
to know.
rodeo.
I don't even want. Yeah. Let's go around and say hello. Let's start with our green character tonight, Maudit and Clover B.
Hello, everybody. I'm Clover B. I play Maudit, your friendly neighborhood criminal. And I felt extra motivated today when getting ready and decided to break out some of my costume pieces. So, yay.
Yeah, you look awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Ms. Ella. Oh, wait. Who are you playing? And why? Tell us about your character. Besides, you know...
Who the fuck
okay.
are you and why are you here?
Menredin
Ontologically.
is a half
Menredin?
Menredin? Or not Menredin, sorry. Everybody starts with an M. Maudit is a half Eladrin witch, hailing from the Fae Circus, who was kind of unceremoniously kicked out after no call, no showing dork.
All right. And I will point out Eric the Tentacle behind you, who probably inspired you to say Menredin.
Yeah.
Ella.
Hi, I'm Ella Darling. Quick plug, you can find me on OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Ella Darling, or just elladarling.com. If you are somebody with a bit of a following yourself and you like things that are dildos, hit me up because I started working as the affiliate manager of the best dildo company in the world, it is actually Real Doll. Yes,
We gotta get them to give us some money, you know. We'll have a talk about that.
Oh, Seth, I'm working. Anyway, I play Piranha.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Well, we're all a
I
little
blame
bit.
I think maybe we're just gonna have like a Storm Kings episode tonight. So
There you go.
No, I play fucking Pepsi Maxton, Satyr Bard, who is a lot more excited and enthusiastic about life than I am at this current exact moment, but we'll get there. She fronts a band or participates in a band called The Only Pans, where we only play pan flutes. She came from her homeland, which we will be visiting, I believe, today. She was not present last week for, I'm not sure what she fucked off for this time, but she's always getting up to something, isn't she? And that's it.
this is the best part of the game so far. All right, Theris.
I am Star Cells. I play Theris Wick. And I am actually here for the intros this week, which is possibly the first time that's happened so far this campaign. So yay for me. Theris is a tiefling monk from a faraway land, and she likes to hit things with swords and pummel things with her fists, and ended up at Strixhaven just because she heard about it and it sounded cool, and so she just hangs out with her roomies here and tries to learn about interesting scrolls and other
She likes
goings
libraries.
on. Likes libraries, because it wouldn't be me if I didn't play a character who likes libraries, apparently. And she spends her time hanging out with the what am I in again?
You're
the
in
Iron
the
Lifters.
the Iron Lifters Society.
Iron Lifter Society and the Dead
what
Languages.
else? The Dead Languages Society.
This is what happens when I miss the introduction for like weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And works at the Fire Jolt Cafe with her buddy Hiccup. And for some reason, our friends don't like it when Hiccup and I go off together.
There's a
And what
reason
does
for
she
that.
hate? What is she? I feel like it's not complete until you tell us.
Stupid
Lover
people?
book.
Lover, can I still be lover of books, hater of stupid people?
I think every character you will ever play for the rest of your life will have that as a tagline, my dear.
Excellent. So, but I guess this time it's lover of scrolls, hater of stupid people.
Excellent. Hiccup. Myriad. Our commission's open.
Commissions are open. Hi guys, I'm Myriad or Kirsten, whatever you want to call me. I am an artist as well as a Twitch streamer. Myriad_X is my social media handle for all social media platforms, and I am also the social media manager, aka Duff's personal assistant for Praetor's Rejects. I am playing Hiccup. She's an Order of the Scribes wizard, and she's just so excited to be here. She's so happy. She's really excited for what's about to happen. She doesn't know what's about to happen, but she's excited for it.
What does Order of the Scribes Wizard mean?
It's her subclass.
Right, but tell us, because I don't fucking remember.
So she gets a magical quill
Ooh.
that writes in pink ink, because obviously it would write in pink ink. And she also has her little wizard book is magical, and she can cast rituals using the actual casting time and not the ritual casting time, and
Oh, I remember
all
that. That's
that
pretty
kind
cool.
of stuff.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Jax.
Hello. We are Senzan.
If you weren't here last time, Senzan, it's certainly not cursed. This item is certainly not cursed. Senzan just really likes it and won't take it off. So.
Did Senzan become the fucking Borg?
Yeah, a little bit.
So-
Are we about to be assimilated?
So here, if you're looking at Twitch, here is the weird-ass, creepy dress that was on a mannequin in the attic, filled with stuff that the wizard school thought was too dangerous for anyone to play with, and it has sort of bonded with Senzan like Spider-Man's black suit. So
Okay, seeing the dress, it was fucking worth it.
Right? I mean,
Look it up, Seth. Jesus, that's
mean-
amazing.
and it now
Snake.
it forms itself into whatever Senzan would like. So pantsuit, dress, traveling
Assless
clothes,
chaps.
whatever.
Chaps.
Oh god, assless.
Slay
Yes.
you assless queen.
All right. Finally, I am herding these cats tonight. My name is Seth, or DM Esquire, or just generally Hey You, and this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a lot of roleplay, and I'm excited. So, what I want to do is start with sort of the last 30 seconds of last game, because we need to see Pepsi's reaction.
and are we back? I'm hurt. Did we rest yet, or are we still?
So what's going to happen is we're going to have a little bit of
Okay.
reaction time, and then everybody will
Okay.
take a long rest,
Okay.
and we'll get on with life at Strixhaven. So you all were back in your room, and you had recovered, if I'm not mistaken, 2 iron boxes locked. One of them had this symbol on it. When you opened the box, inside was a clay amphora, stoppered, that also had that symbol on it. of course, you opened the amphora, and you released a spiritual Hydra. It filled the room, screamed, and then disappeared in a puff of smoke.
That's so
Pepsi.
relatable.
Pepsi, you recognize the symbol that was on the amphora and the box now, after the fact, as the symbol of an ancient evil from Theros, the symbol of Typhon. Typhon, the ancient elder god, maybe? But it has been locked away for centuries. Guess what? It had been locked away in Strixhaven, in a wizard's tower.
How do you spell Tyros' name?
Typhon, Typhon.
And you said it was in an amphora?
Just a little inside the metal box was a little clay amphora, like a little container.
Yeah, I know what an amphora is, but just for the sake of the listeners, because they might not know.
Gotcha. It's just a little clay bottle, and when it shattered, how did it shatter? Do we remember?
I poked it with my mage hand.
Of course you did. And
yeah.
So technically, Maudit released the Ancient Elder Hydra.
Yes.
Got it.
Big things come in small packages, it turns out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's alarming.
It is.
Here's what I'd like to say. Pepsi is having a reaction to this. Ella is not, because Ella has had some life stuff going on where she could not do the research to prepare to be a good player today. But
It's
she's
all good.
here.
I didn't give you that information yet, so you don't have to go nuts with it.
Okay, I just want to know, like, is Typhon someone I've read about before? Like,
You have not. It is an ancient monster that attempted to ascend to godhood but didn't quite get there.
I think I have. Oh, but it wasn't a satyr.
No, it was a
It's-
Hydra. A Hydra.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hydra's
there
in-
was.
In Theros, right? In our world, the world that we've created, Hydras are intelligent like dragons. They are Theros' version of dragons.
Okay.
So this is an ancient, powerful, for all intents and purposes, dragon that tried to ascend to godhood at some point in the long history of Theros.
Okay, I feel like there was a satyr individual who had a similar path, and it just kind of didn't go great.
Didn't go well for the people of Theros or for the satyrs.
Turns out, trying to ascend to godhood isn't what it's cracked up to be, y'all. So that's my line.
Senzan, you hear a little tickling in your ear that says, "I don't know, it could be kind of cool."
I just kind of ignore it for now.
All right. If you guys want to have a conversation about that or what happened last game, even though we just kind of went over it, let me know. Otherwise, we will do long rest and pick up with class in the morning.
Senzan, whatever
Yes.
you're doing, it's working. Like, that outfit is amazing.
And the thing kind of billows off to the side and goes, "Oh, you think?"
Oh my god, I'm transfixed. The glow is directly up.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it.
I'm just so confused right now about how they allotted the storage space in the manor, because the attic has curse dress, screaming children's toy, and then boring ass doll that occasionally insults you.
Wait, there's a
And
screaming children's toy and an
There was-
insulting doll?
there was
Oh, they
no
found
garage
Sassy Sally
doors
Jane.
that if you touched it, it just screamed. And then we found Sassy Sally Jane, and it was very boring. And then on a regular ass floor, there was in just boxes piled in a room. There's apparently the world-ending Hydra of some sort.
To be fair, like if that was my house, that's in real life, that's exactly what it would be like.
You have children. Why would you leave cursed items around for them?
They are the... No, never mind.
Right? Like, put the boring doll in the closet and put the Hydra in the fucking attic.
I mean, to be fair, their security system was kind of lacking if we could break into the place.
Yeah, that's also, like, if a freshman can break in, maybe, like, get better.
I mean, we did have a heads up about the dinosaurs, but the suit of armor, unimpressed.
Aurora pipes up at this point and says, you know, I mean, we are kind of exceptional. We are kind of cool. Like, they came and asked us if we could do it where they failed.
They weren't trying hard enough, because
Maybe
it was really
they
not
just
that hard.
really sucked because, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I wasn't the one to say it this time.
Yeah, I mean, we are pretty exceptional. We are pretty badass. And I say that because, I mean, I've been a little exceptional in some ways, not meaning to blow smoke up my own ass. But at the same time, I have limitations. Like, I can be really great in the areas that I'm great, but, like, maybe the grown-ups running this school could have a slightly tighter lock on shit. Like, sure, we were able to do it, but, like, some other assholes, as we've seen, as we thought we were being hazed, could attempt it and fail utterly, perhaps fatally. So, like, it just seems, like, irresponsible. Like, sure, we did it. We, thank goodness, we managed, but, like, if we didn't, that's a whole liability thing. I'm not sure if there are any kind of, like, legal liability courses at Strixhaven, but maybe there fucking should be at this point.
That is a good point. I did die.
Like,
Only
that's
for a little
not...
bit.
I'm glad it was brief, but still, like, I just feel like we shouldn't die at school. Maybe I'm a radicalist. I just feel like students at school shouldn't be dying. And gosh, sorry to get all political all of a sudden. It just doesn't feel like a thing that should be happening.
I mean, Aurora pokes up and says in Seth Polanski's voice, you're adults. You make your own decisions. You didn't have to break into a campus house that stored ancient magical devices that were deemed too dangerous for anyone to play with.
So, are we gonna do anything about the ancient evil that we just unleashed onto the plains, or are we just gonna, like, leave it?
Look, I really think we should do something about the ancient evil. However, back in my hometown, y'all, there's this rad festival, and, like, it is pretty ballin'. So, like, on the one hand, yeah, we could resolve the ancient evil that is a threat to our classmates, and on the other hand, bitchin' festival.
I'm gonna go to the festival.
I mean, also,
That sounds awesome.
what are we supposed to do about it?
Aurora
Like, let's
pipes
tell
up
a
and says,
fucking teacher.
should
Like-
we tell somebody on Theros? Is there, like, I don't know, like an organization that fights them? Ooh, maybe a temple. I don't know. I don't know much about religion.
So where did this... I was indisposed last week. Where did all this where did this go down?
Our dorm.
So you actually opened those two boxes, the metal boxes that you took out of the storehouse.
On our kitchen table.
Literally, you opened them. Where did I put the picture? Right here in the common room in your tower, in your rental tower.
So pretty much shitting where we eat, which I would be hypocritical to criticize. Yeah, I mean, I could tell my parents. Like, my parents are, I mean, they have some pull. I mean, I don't like to talk about it. It's just my fucking parents. But, like, if I tell my parents, then that's pretty much on par with, like, telling a grown-up. Then, yeah, I get it. We're adults, but, like, we're at school. Like, we're not that, if we were that grown-up.
I mean, we don't have to tell them how. We just have to be like, hey, we saw, like, this spectral Hydra thingy.
Totally accidental. Not at all something that we did.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would phrase it. Honestly, you guys are on point. We'll just, like, tell my parents and like they can deal with it. Like my family is fine. They're like they do fine for themselves.
Exactly, Migraine Boy. This is why I stole that guy's pants. Plant the evidence.
Theris, give me a history check.
What happened with the pants? Oh, is that what my history check is about?
No, your history check is not for what happened to the pants.
Oh yeah,
16.
Is it
All right.
the one that Erica shat on his bed also?
Yes, but that we haven't found out what happened about that yet. But Theris recalls reading something about or seeing that symbol somewhere in a Lorehold archive.
Should we go visit our good friend Drasmir again, since he seems to be
Yeah.
the only useful and helpful person in this place?
Do we want to bring him cookies? I feel like that's a contact we should develop.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't they caffeinated cookies?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
Caffeine, food, library worker, all seems to vibe.
I, out of character, can tell you, yes, the fuck it does.
Librarians
Avoid the
like
bathrooms
presents.
at a library. I'll tell you that.
Ella, out of character, I need to hook you up with my friend Jayberry, who streams with us, who is a librarian in the DC Public Libraries, and you two should swap stories, cause they're crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They are fucking nuts.
Oh my
Anyway.
god, this is just constant
Yep.
horrors.
Look, I was a librarian for a year after library school, and part of why I went into porn was just like let's try this and see like how much it sucks and how uncomfortable I feel. And I was treated with more kindness and respect by the first porn producer I ever worked with than the mayor of the town who I had to deal with as the associate director of a library.
Well, why?
So-
Because education is so valuable to politicians.
Obviously.
I'm gonna end sarcasm right there.
Okay, so we've got a Hydra. It came about in that same building that we were exploring before, and the end result was absolutely banging fashion statement, a boring doll, and a Hydra that just like appears, takes up all the space in the room, screams at you, and then disappears. Which, like, okay, cool, your anxiety, I get you. Other than that,
Anxiety Hydra.
an Anxidra.
Yeah.
Is there
That
anything
just
else?
sounds like a pill.
Well, hey, why don't we publish a story about how Hydra was seen in the night?
Ooh,
we could do that.
anonymous report in the Strixhaven
Yeah.
Star.
Well, you actually have 2 reporters for the Star.
Hey, Hiccup.
Right?
Hey.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Hiccup. Did you hear this anonymous tip we just got? Do you want to collaborate on a story for the paper?
I definitely heard it, and I'm totally in the middle of writing the article right now.
Excellent. I wasn't here for it, so this is not in character. I'm not trying to make you do the project for us, and you can take full credit for it. But if you want to have a little like extra buffer, you can throw my name on it too. But since I wasn't here for it, I will simply help you pitch it and like support you in getting that published. This could be a big break for you. That's a pretty big story, so it's up to you. But yeah, let's get that published.
Can
Because
Pepsi and I?
if we go and talk to anybody about it, it can be, hey, did you read this story in the Star? And not, hey, I might have seen a Hydra that we accidentally released.
Who released it? I didn't hear anything about that. As a reporter,
I'm
on
hydrating.
the story. Oh my god.
Definitely not me. But I definitely saw it and will gladly tell you about it as long as my name is not on the record.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with you. I couldn't
Eyewitness report.
pick you in a lineup.
Yeah.
Ought to remain anonymous.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
I think Pepsi and Hiccup will spend like an hour or 2 writing this article.
All right,
Yeah.
I want Hiccup and Pepsi to give me what kind of checks. We're gonna see how good the article is. I'm sure it's gonna be lovely. So I would like you guys to give me.
Could it be acrobatics?
No, it cannot be in acrobatics.
I just thought I'd ask.
And
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Performance or persuasion, whichever you're better at.
17. Woo!
24.
Youch. All right, so I'm going to give you guys advantage, not today, but like after we have a long rest, another couple of days. If you start to talk to people about the Hydra, I will give you advantage on trying to get information that doesn't lead back to you.
Okay.
Since
need
you've
a reminder on that.
written this amazing story about the sighting of the Hydra on campus. Anything else you guys want to do before we take a rest and get back to the drudgery of campus life and your exam on Owlbears?
Before we take the rest, I would like to cast Find Familiar and summon Erica Jr.
I think you should call it Erica 2, and let's see what Roman numerally get up to this campaign.
I was thinking the same thing.
When did you get an Erica Jr.?
Erica died.
When Erica exploded into smithereens in the
Oops.
manor.
But the bow was still there.
Yeah, the bow's in my pocket.
All
And-
that was left was her bow.
And just to be clear, Pepsi noticed that Maudit's response was, eh.
Okay, well, Pepsi is still being a little bit extra, a little bit pepstra in like making sure that Maudie is okay, because Pepsi is secondhand. Like, this was not my danger cutie, but Pepsi is feeling this loss hard.
And for those following along at home, here is a lovely picture of Erica with bow and all. Now Erica 2.
She's such an angel.
A spiky poisonous
That
angel.
smile, that little smile.
Right? She gets everything she wants.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to take your long rest, and we will
Yes.
get started with the next set of exams on Owlbears.
How many days from our break-in is the set of exams?
Let's say 3 or 4. So if you want to do something in the interim, let me know, and we'll do that, and we'll roleplay through it.
I mean, like, is it a surprise exam? Did we know
No,
about it?
you know it's coming up. You know it's coming up, and here I will walk you through a little bit of what how this will work. Right. So there's a studying phase. Okay. You can decide. Here we go. The studying phase of an exam represents the characters brushing up on their coursework, prompting sparks of insight when you're faced with these questions, or you can use mnemonic devices or other memorization techniques to absorb academic material. During the studying phase, each character is going to have to succeed on an ability check against a DC that I set. You can use any ability and skill you wish when making this check, but you can only do it once. So if you want to use acrobatics, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to make a little dance that sort of reminds me of, you know, A for this, B for that, C for that. Seriously, you can use any ability you want. All right? If you succeed in the studying part, you can choose to skip that. I don't recommend you do, but you can choose to skip it. If you succeed, you get a reroll. So basically you get advantage, basically. You can also pull an all-nighter. If you pull an all-nighter, you get 2 rerolls during the test, but you gain exhaustion that day. Doesn't, you know, that's okay on a college campus. There probably won't be any combat. Your DM saying that, right? The last thing I want to talk about is
Hydra.
Well, you're pretty confident that it's not here on this plane, that it probably went back to where it knows Theros. You can also study together. If you guys study in a group, you get advantage on all your rolls. So each test consists of 2 ability checks, and they'll be different for every exam we have. Last time we did Slotty, and it was 2 weirdo abilities. This time, I'll let you know, the exam on Owlbears is going to test your intelligence and your wisdom. Nature and animal handling. Yep. So I will go around the table, and let's start with Senzan this time, because I think we went the other way last time. So, Senzan, are you going to study? Are you going to pull an all-nighter? Or are you going to study with your friends?
We are going to study.
Is the royal we going to study with your friends, or the royal we going to study by itself?
We're gonna study by ourselves this time.
Okay, no advantage for you.
Do we all have to study together to get advantage, or is it anybody?
No, you just have to study with any group of people. You know what? And let's make this fun. Ella, if it ever makes you uncomfortable, tell me to stop. There's a knock on the door, and Xanther would like to study with you.
It never makes me uncomfortable, and I would love to study with Xanther.
So you can do it in the
We
common room with
shat in
everybody
his
else.
But
Shit in his bed.
He doesn't know that.
I don't know it either because I wasn't present for that. I feel like anybody whose bed Erica has shat was probably deserving of said shitting of bed. But I wasn't here for it, so I didn't see it. So if anyone wants to warn me away from this, feel free. But also, I'm going to extend the invite to anybody who wants to join us because, like, if he thinks this is the fast way into my pants, he is sorely mistaken.
He is also, just for the folks watching along at home who haven't maybe been here since the beginning, Xanther Bowen is the lead of the cheer squad team. And Pepsi is on the cheer squad team. And she made Xanther surrender his pants 2 episodes ago.
I think he was really into that, actually. I think that
wait.
kind of awakened something in him.
I forgot I did that.
Was it Maudit that
No,
made
I
him
think
surrender his
Maudit-
pants?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was Maudit. That sounds like a Maudit move,
Yeah.
but one that I fully support. So yeah, I want to specifically reach out to Aurora because I feel like Aurora is frequently overlooked because she is not because she's an
real
NPC. Yeah.
Yep. Here's
So,
Aurora.
and
Here's your little half-drow, Dampier goth chick roommate.
yeah, I want to make sure that she feels included and everybody feels included, but I also want to make sure that this guy doesn't think that like I plan on rolling at advantage, not rolling.
Not
for...
disadvantaged because you didn't get any studying done.
Yeah, and also like woo a bitch, like put in an effort.
All
Like
right.
that's the most low effort bullshit. Like yeah, I'd love to study with you. I'll spend some time with you. You can get to know me and you can learn how to be to be a good partner to me. But
All right. So you're all here in the common room, I'm assuming, except for Senzan, who is upstairs in the bedroom alone, studying unless anyone else is going to study alone.
I'm also gonna pop in and just invite Senzan to join us, just should she feel so inclined. Just
Well,
so that
I'm gonna keep going around, and then we'll get back to that. Hiccup, what is Hiccup doing?
Hiccup has her note cards as per usual and is writing things down in her book and then beating herself up when she doesn't know the answer.
Oh.
Because she should know better.
All right. And is she sharing those cards with the rest of the group and studying with them?
I imagine she probably Theris. She like shoves the note cards into Theris's hands and is like, quiz me, quickly.
Perfect. All right. How is Theris dealing with this? What is Theris doing?
I will help quiz Hiccup, but in exchange, I hand her a bunch of scrolls, and I'm like, okay, you quiz me too.
Perfect.
Okay.
And Xanther is there studying in the group with you. Is Pepsi doing anything in particular, or just studying with the group and Xanther?
just starting with the group.
Okay.
Every time the Kenku criticizes herself needlessly, she's gonna step in and like kind of do the friendly, like, "Hey, you're doing great. Don't beat yourself up. Like, you're doing the best you can." Focusing probably 30% on what she should be actually studying, because there's like friends and it feels like there's revelry that, you know, not direct revelry, but I could instill some revelry in a place that feels like it could really need some revelry. So that's a little bit more interesting to me, but I'm not like completely fucking off.
Okay. All right.
You know that scene in Lilo and Stitch where Lilo has the mental breakdown about the PB&J sandwich with Pudge?
Yeah.
That's Hiccup.
Oh
my
so
God.
cute.
So sad.
All right. How is Maudit handling studying for this exam?
She's not. She's decided she's gonna cheat.
All right, we'll walk through the rules for okay, well, I'll tell you what the rules for cheating are, and then we'll go back before we do the thing. An unscrupulous character may cheat on an exam. Doing so requires a successful charisma deception check and a successful dexterity sleight of hand check, both using the DC set for the exam. If you cheat, you may not use any other rerolls. So here's how this plays out roleplay wise. Muddy just kind of fucks off. Like, nobody sees her all night. She's not hanging out with you guys.
Yep.
Anybody gonna pull an all-nighter?
If we're studying together, do we also need to pull an all-nighter, or is that a separate kind of...
So if you study together, you get a free reroll. If you pull an all-nighter, all your rolls are advantage, but you have exhaustion.
You kind of got those mixed and mangled.
Oh, did I? Hold on. Pulling an all-nighter, you gain 2 rerolls. Oh, I'm sorry, yes. The studying together gives you advantage. Pulling an all-nighter gives you 2 free rerolls.
I don't really like being exhausted.
It does have
feel like
downsides.
Pepsi's going to approach this from the perspective that, like, I'm either going to pull an all-nighter studying or partying. And in one of the scenarios, it's going to benefit me tomorrow. And this is an everyday thing, so I think Pepsi's pulling an all-nighter.
Right.
Pepsi's a little bit miffed that Monty isn't here for some uppers. But, you know, live your life. But yeah.
All right, so here's what I want. Everybody give me any check they want, their best skill, and tell me how you're using that skill to study. So I'll go around in the same way. Start with Senzan.
I'm gonna do performance and do singing and like mnemonic devices and charades in the mirror. Just shit to make me remember stuff.
All right, give me your performance check. Here, I'll flip over here and look at everybody.
13.
That's not bad.
I'm
You
gonna
actually
add...
succeed.
Oh, I do.
do
I need to add anything to it? Okay.
You do not. So you succeed. All right. Hiccup. What's Hiccup doing?
Can I use my history for doing like notes and everything like that, and doing like recollection and all of that?
Absolutely.
With my note cards?
Yep.
18.
You succeed. Theris.
All right, I'm gonna do stealth,
Okay.
and I am going to, I guess, come up with all sorts of like sneaky ways to remember things and take notes and I mean, I'm not cheating, so I'm just going to like sneak in little hints to myself wherever I can.
That's fine. Give me the roll.
16.
So that is a success.
Phew.
All right. Oh, and you know what? I meant to do this. So, let's see. Senzan remembers, owlbears are aggressive and often ill-tempered carnivores. They're known to attack without provocation. Hiccup remembers, owlbears most often live in caves or ruins. Their bones of their prey serve as their beds and playgrounds. Theris remembers during her study that owlbears attack with razor-sharp beaks and claws. How is Pepsi studying?
So Pepsi's best is acrobatics. So similar to Senzan, just sort of like creating mnemonic devices that she's pairing with acrobatic moves. So like when I do this acrobatic thing, which I'm not, Ella Darling's acrobatics is probably -2. My dexterity is shit as a human.
I'm just picturing the Pepsi two-step. Like,
No,
little dance.
I totally know what you did because my algebra teacher did it. He had a dance for the different types of exponential equations when graphed.
Cool.
God, that
Like,
sounds cool.
It's like this one's squared, and then like this one is like to the third, and then there was like he had different hand signs, and he would do like a little dance for it.
I love that. Yes, that's what Pepsi's doing. A little
All right,
dance.
you got
for
it. Give me your check.
My check was 19 plus 8, so that's a 27.
Yeah, you remember that scholars believe a kooky wizard created the first owlbear in a breeding experiment gone wrong. However, some elves claim owlbears have always existed in the Feywild.
So owlbears are either the result of some mad scientists, or they just exist in the Feywild. Probably the truth.
Yeah, fey creatures.
Okay.
All right.
Good to know. Thank you.
Maudit is not studying, correct?
Correct.
All right. Maudit remembers that owlbears can often be tamed and serve as great pets for small children.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Anyone pulling an all-nighter before we move into the testing phase?
No.
I'll just go around and you tell me. Yeah, right. So, all right, let's start with Maudit this time. And Maudit's cheating on the test. So the first thing I'm going to need is Maudit giving me a... cheating, where are we? All right, give me a deception check.
Okay. An 18.
That is a success. Give me a sleight of hand check.
That one's not nearly as good of a bonus. Oh, that's a 3.
All right. You cannot use any rerolls. We'll get back to what happens during the course of the exam after we do the other characters. So let's go to Pepsi now. All right.
Okay.
During the exam, it's a two-part exam. There is a multiple choice and a essay portion. The multiple choice requires a nature check. Pepsi, give me a nature check. And since you pulled an all-nighter and you studied with your friends, you get rerolls and you're at advantage.
Okay, so rolling an advantage, my better was 14.
That is a success.
Fucking A, that's great, because the alternative was a critical fail.
All right, you have passed the first part of the test. The second part is a short essay. I would like an animal handling check, please.
Once again, at advantage still?
Yep, since you pulled an all-nighter and studied with friends.
Okay, so that would be it looks like an 18.
All right, Pepsi has passed her exam on owlbears. Varys, again, owlbear disposition and habits. Give me a nature check.
I suck at nature. 14.
That is a success.
Phew.
The essay portion, give me an animal handling check.
18.
You have passed your owlbear exam. Hiccup.
Yay! Party time.
Nature check.
So we get to roll with advantage.
You roll with advantage and you get a reroll.
Okay.
So first is nature.
21.
You breeze through the multiple choice section. Now give me the short essay with an animal handling check.
This one's not going to be so good. I'm not good at wisdom.
14.
That is a success. Hiccup has passed her owlbear exam. Senzanne, nature check.
Ugh. Oh, hey. 20.
There you go. You breeze right through the multiple choice.
Ooh.
Essay portion, give me an animal handling check.
Oh, God. Oh, 8.
You get did you roll with advantage?
Oh, no.
So roll it again, and then you get a re-roll with advantage if you don't fail to make this one.
I studied alone, but is it because I wasn't
Oh,
really
wait, hold
alone?
on. You studied alone, right?
What? But was I?
Does
Yes,
she count as alone?
Yes, because your symbiote doesn't give a shit about school. So, let's see. So you do get pulling an all-nighter and studying gives you the re-roll.
I didn't do an all-nighter either. I just studied
All right,
normal.
well, if you study normally, you get one re-roll.
1? Okay, well. All right. Whew. Little better, 11? No.
That is a failure. Hold on. Let's see. So I gotta see what happens.
You and I are doing summer classes.
One successful check means the character has passed, having gotten half or more of the questions correct. So you don't gain all of your student die. You only get one of the student die from this one, if you remember. We can talk about that later. Everyone else is fine. Everyone else did great. Let's talk about Maudit. So let me go back to the roleplay scene. The test is being proctored by Johann Totsky. She's a very stern Silver Quill professor. And halfway through the test, you feel a hand on your shoulder. And she leans down and whispers, "Please come with me."
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this butch queen.
I know, I mean, like, honestly, love it. But also, like, don't want to cause a scene. Kind of not my vibe, so I follow.
Okay. She says, she takes you out into the hallway and says, "I saw what you were doing in there. You will be meeting me once a week for the remainder of this semester, and you will drop your extracurriculars."
What?
Oh shit. Wait, what are your
You obviously need to spend more
business?
time studying.
You're in the business group, and then what was the other one?
Maudit is in the Future Business Leaders of Strixhaven and the Horticulture Society.
So, I notice how she doesn't give any evidence, is approaching this from a leading me to self-incrimination standpoint. So, like any good criminal, I don't know what she could possibly be talking about.
All right. She boops you almost. She touches your forehead. And I'm going to have to make a roll here. Hold on, I got back into there. I got to be in Aurora's sheet. And... all right, unless you allow this, it's not going to succeed, but she's going to show you something through your own eyes.
Yeah, no.
All right. She says, stronger than I suspected. In any case, if you don't admit it will only go worse for you, and I will have a discussion with the deans. Would you like to restate your position? This is your strike, my dear.
I'd like to instead argue a position.
She's smirking at you. She can't wait for what's next.
If I had popcorn, I would be like eating it right now.
Oh, and just to be clear, she is a professor. She is not a professor of Radiance. She is a professor of Shadow.
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
I would like to argue from the standpoint of I still don't know what she's talking about, but if I follow her line of questioning and if I were to agree with her presumption, then I would in fact argue that it was not that I needed to spend more time studying, but I needed more of an incentive to study, such as more interesting or difficult coursework, not less things to do in my spare time. Perhaps I should be doing extra credit or extracurricular activities in addition to my classwork and my clubs, instead of being tested on things that are elementary.
I see. You will meet me in my office. Go ahead.
That is the most gifted kid response I can think of. That is some gifted kid shit.
She smirks a little bit and she says, I see. You're not the first. You won't be the last. I don't need to be cruel. I'm past that. But you will meet me on Monday evenings.
Ugh, fine. It's not like I actually attend any of the meetings at the clubs anyways.
And you will pick one to remain in. Your time is going to be my time now.
Muddy smiles and looks at Professor
Johann Totsky.
Totsky, and says, I am glad you could see my position, and I look forward to our tutoring sessions.
She smiles and says, excellent. I will see you soon.
Muddy nods and walks away first.
She goes back in to proctor the rest of the exam. As the exam ends, students are exiting the classroom. What is Muddy doing? Is she still there in the hallway as everyone else is coming out?
Yeah, but because she was pulled out earlier, she probably went and got, like, coffees for everybody and is waiting for them.
Aw. All right.
Did we notice her getting pulled out?
Give me a perception check, everyone, at disadvantage, because you were incredibly sucked into your exam.
11.
7.
Ugh. 3.
9.
No one noticed. So, Maudit's secret is safe if she would like to keep it, and she is waiting outside with coffees.
Cool. She doesn't really see it as a secret, more as just, like, not worth talking about.
Hiccup will take the coffee and then pop the lid off and just, in her little bird fashion, just swig it down.
Awesome. All right, it is 9 o'clock exactly. Let's take a break a little early because we have something fun to do in the second half. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Works for me.
All right, we will be back, everyone, in about 10 minutes. Hold tight, and let me see if I've loaded it up. Hold on, did I load it up? Did I? I didn't. I'll do it over the break. So we are going to be visiting the Rose Stage in Scene 2 tonight. All the world is a stage this evening. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Hold tight. Let me mute you guys before you talk. And you're just going to sit there saying talk until I say anything, aren't you?
Talk.
Yeah.
Talk.
No, that's not
You know we
big
don't
enough.
like listening to.
No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
We will then. We're going to have shirts made. I got to get their portraits all put together, and we're going to have merchandise.
Oh my god.
This is going to be awesome.
Raiders Haberdashery Consortium, parentheses, we don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right, so then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay, so here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
kidding
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around.
Wow.
Hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing?
Go ahead and clip that one, guys. And you send that one to me later too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Father, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time.
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go. It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doomy doomy, doom doom doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, a horse has
I
got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up, and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier, but then it sticks out his tongue and it pulls back, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth, and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping?
I'm dead.
God.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps, and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
Uh-huh.
All right. We are coming back. Here we are. Hello, everyone. I'll be back momentarily, I am sure. You guys are unmuted. Huzzah.
Yay.
All right.
Huzzah.
The exam day passes, comes and goes, and you're getting back into the swing of things. College life is exactly, whatever you're going to make of it, it is that. You can learn, you can go out and party every night, you can do whatever it is you want. The big buzz on campus over the last few days, however, is the upcoming festival. So what is upcoming is the Rose Stage Festival is about to be held tomorrow on the Rose Stage over in the Silver Quill campus. To be clear, you folks haven't actually left the main campus yet and traveled. There's a gate. Let me bring up the map of campus. Let's see.
Oh, man, I just spilled my wine.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I'll be back.
Yeah, go get your stuffs. Where did I put the map? It's somewhere. Maybe I didn't. All right, let's see if I put it over here. I'll bet you I did. There we go. So there is the map of campus. Here's the party. You guys, this is home sweet home. In your tower room, there's the Fire Jolt Cafe, the Beau's End Tavern. And to the northwest, past Captain Dapplewing's Manor, where you broke in and found the fun artifacts that you found, there's a gate. And the gate takes you to the Silver Quill campus. Let's see. There it is. Senzan may have been here once or twice for rehearsals at the Dramarium. Yeah, right? In the center of Silver Quill campus is Grand Loft Hall. It is everything you expect it to be, and I may actually have... Nope, I didn't, because I didn't expect you to get that far. So the Rose Stage is off to the eastern edge of the Silver Quill campus. You came in through this gate up here in the top corner. You cannot see my mouse, so...
No, you're also... You can't see the top corner.
There you go. You came in through that gate there where I'm drawing the little red thing. And actually, who knows if you came in? Did you, you guys can decide whether to go or not, but all of your friends are going, and there's peer pressure.
What's college without some peer pressure?
And actually, I found a fun image of something that I wanted everybody to see, because in my mind, this is what the Rose Stage looks like. There we go. On the Silver Quill campus, that is what the Rose Stage looks like. Very much like a Greek amphitheater. Yeah.
How full is it?
So let's just assume you guys are going to go and try to participate a little bit. Is that a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
So as you approach, you hear people shouting, chanting, singing, baritone voices, tenors, sopranos, this cacophony, this amazing just din. And everybody's excited. There's students everywhere flocking towards it. By the time you all get there, it's just packed. Standing in front, directing students as they're going in, is everybody's best friend, Quintilius Antiphon Melantor III.
Not this asshole again.
Oh my god.
Fucking seriously, everyone, like, protect your cups. Keep an eye.
He is the he's the president of the Play Actors Society, and he is saying, What he says very clearly is, this festival is about improv, everyone. The Drama Guild, we're going to give out prompts, and anyone who wants to can take the stage. You can deliver your lines however you want to. It is all about improv. Come on, join the fun. And he just keeps giving that speech or something like it over and over again. As people are coming in and he's saying, if you want to participate, go over behind stage. If you don't, take a seat in the audience. Who would like to participate?
I mean, I hate him, and I'm spiteful, so I'll participate.
Yeah, I was super down to participate, and I feel like it's kind of my birthright to do so, but like, I don't feel great about being prompted by him.
I mean, like, you guys, I love the fact that you guys just hate him by the way he looks.
I mean, you can tell.
We judged a book by the cover, and we were right.
And let's be honest, douchiness is 100% a physical quality.
And you have to trust your gut instinct when it comes to fellows like that, because when you go against your gut instinct, well, they're not exactly processing rape kits, are they? Are they?
Certainly not in Strixhaven.
Or Texas. So.
Or Texas. All right. So as you get to the Rose stage, all right. Theris, are you back yet? I'm going to take that as a no.
No, poor Theris.
Oh, can we go around and be like, oh my God, did you hear about the ancient evil that was unleashed on the world?
Absolutely. So if you're not going to participate in the Rose Festival, you can absolutely do that in the crowd. So I'll go around. So Maudit's going to participate. Pepsi's going to participate. Is Hiccup going to participate, or is Hiccup going to be working the crowd?
Hold on. What kind of role would that be?
Let me take a look.
Like
tell me what you're trying to do.
Just like kind of just spreading the word and gathering information.
I say performance or persuasion or deception, if you're trying to because you are kind of lying.
Kinda.
So whichever one of those three you're best at, you can use to work the crowd.
All right, yeah, I'll spread some rumors and such.
All right.
And get information. See what the people know.
All right, I'll come back to you about that. Senzan, what is Senzan doing? The Royal Senzan Wee. What is Wee doing?
Oh, we're gonna participate for sure.
All right. I will, before we move on to that, I will actually allow folks to change their mind when I tell them that if you do not participate, you can actually heckle or cheer for someone who is participating.
Nice.
I feel like Pepsi has
participating.
Is anybody changing their mind?
I feel like I have to. I feel like
still participating.
All right. Then go on over to, I'm going to go over, I'll move yourselves around. Hiccup, put yourself wherever you want to be in the crowd. And
I'm back. I don't know what happened. My computer just randomly flipped out, even though no wine touched my computer.
Aw. I'll turn your camera back on.
Yeah, sorry.
All
I
right.
was cleaning up and all of a sudden my computer was just black.
Theris. So what happened is it is the Rose Festival, and you are being invited by your lovely friend, Quintilius Antiphon Melantor III.
Oh, this douchey guy?
Sorry. You're being invited by your friend to participate if you would like. If you choose not to, you can hang out in the crowd and either heckle or cheer a participant.
I feel like heckling sounds fun.
All right, then go ahead and put yourself, unless you need me to do it, I'll put you next to Hiccup in the audience.
All right.
Excellent. All right. Now that is situated.
Is everybody else performing?
It looks like Aurora, Pepsi, Senzan, and Maudit are going to perform. And Hiccup is working the crowd to spread rumors about the Hydra that was seen on campus.
Good thinking.
All right. So the Play Actors Guild, they're handing out, once you get backstage, it's a frenzy of activity. Everybody's excited. There's Senzan, you recognize a whole bunch of your new friends from the Play Actors Guild. Everyone here is an aspiring actor or performer or wants to be. Okay? Quintilius comes over and starts to give you the speech, and he says, this is all about fun. It's about improv. If you're uncomfortable, if you can't think of what to say next, perfectly fine. Give me the sign for tapping out, and we'll send the next person out to take up the slack. And that's how this works. So you'll deliver a couple of lines, either try to get some laughs, perform, entertain, or, do what it is you want to do. And then you'll tap out, and the next person will come out. And it's just a rotating cast. It's sort of like, whose line is it anyway? Just in your brain, right? All right. Who wants to go first? There's somebody on stage performing right now, and they've just given the sign for tapping out.
What is the prompt?
I'm going to tell you momentarily.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
Roll a d12. So Pepsi steps out on stage. And Quintilius yells out. Let me know what you get.
Getting there. Well, yes. Motherfucking 12!
The prompt is... a hungry and incontinent monster! You don't have to be on the spot. A hungry and incontinent monster. Do you want to make the crowd laugh? Do you want to try to do something serious? What is it Pepsi wants to do? Or does she want to compose a song about it? You don't have to do that, because that's putting you on the spot. I'm not going to make you do that. But how is Pepsi going to respond to this? What is she going to try to evoke in the audience?
I mean, always a sense of, like, a little bit of humor with, honest sincerity.
And a little arousal.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe a half chub across the board.
So you're aroused by the hungry and incontinent monster?
Look, her goal is to spin a portrait with words and song.
Give me a performance check about your hungry incontinent monster that is vaguely arousing.
Can we cheer her on?
Yes, you may. And if you choose to cheer, anyone who cheers, if only one person cheers, you get advantage. So,
I'm gonna say. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it. So I'm just gonna start off with like, I'm insatiable. You're sensational. My urethra is not very foundational, but here we are. Life is present and fallible, and my genitalia is currently so malleable. It might be leaking, but babe, it's seeking your dances and your love. If you could make me a snack first, I promise I'll take you everywhere, everywhere. Heavens and above.
Oh my god. With your nat 20, you floor the crowd. You floor the crowd.
I thought you were about to say flood the crowd, and I feel like it probably did both.
Yes, you probably did both, depending.
They're having some real personal thoughts about what they're into. That moment, which I have not experienced, but I have spoken to many fans where they like finish watching something and they're like, okay, I liked it a lot 30 seconds ago, and now I don't know what to do about myself.
I believe that is referred to as post-nut clarity.
Post-nut clarity for the win. Yes,
You have
madame.
inspired post-nut clarity about your very hungry incontinent monster song. I love it.
Prestidigitation snaps for Pepsi.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Who is next? Who wants to volunteer to go next after Pepsi taps out?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's more fun to be selected than jump in. But if nobody else wants to, I will.
And with that, let me introduce to you my fucking homie, Maudit, baby girl. Get out
There
of
you
here.
go.
Wow.
All right, Maudit comes out. Maudit, roll a d12.
Sorry, hold on. Skype window is in front of my dice.
And if it's a 12, reroll. I'm not going to give you a hungry and incontinent monster.
1.
A cowardly yet lovable monarch.
Woo, go Maudit!
Oh, that's so.
I'm gonna cheer her on.
Is it too late to cast Bardic Inspiration?
No, not at all.
Could I do that?
Sure, you could give her bardic inspiration.
I don't have to roll for that. I just say it happened.
Absolutely. Tick it off on your character sheet.
All right. I'm gonna call it my intro, my captivating intro, calling
All right.
Maudit to the stage.
What does Maudit get? She gets a d4 on her test, right?
These people know far better than
D6.
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 So Maudit,
And I cheer her on as well.
You do not have to do the thing. Ella did it. It was great. You don't have to. I am not shaming you if you don't. Or just tell me how you want. What are you trying to inspire in the crowd with your song, poem, your beat poem? I just see Maudit doing a beat poem.
Oh yeah, she's much more like beatnik aesthetic. But in reality, she's a smoke witch, and she now constantly is surrounded by an ever swirling and malleable like pool of heavy incense smoke, which she can now control because she has leveled up. And so she just kind of like forms it into a facsimile of McDouche.
Oh my god, it's a deep fake.
And, you know, just mimes a lovely, like, cotillion introduction of our Lord and Ruler, whatever the fuck he was described as.
Antilius.
No, the prompt.
Cowardly yet lovable monarch.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Give me a performance check.
Gladly.
Don't forget Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I get a plus
And you get
4,
advantage
right?
because you are being cheered on by your friends. And let me turn off Theris's picture. Sorry.
Yeah. That's
You're
okay. I
actually
mean, I wasn't saying anything, but I just figured
So, 19?
All right. You give a rousing performance. People love it. They're standing. You get an ovation. And when you tap out, Senzan or Aurora? Do you want me to make Aurora go next, or you want to go next?
No, I'll go.
All right. So Senzan takes the stage. Roll a d12.
Okay. 4.
A furious ship's captain. And again, you do not have to do it. You can just tell me what it is what type of performance you're going to do. Are you going to sing a song, an interpretive dance? What are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm going to have the symbiote sort of make waves that are undulating around me.
Okay.
And I'm going to, what was it? A angry ship's, what was it?
A furious ship's captain.
Okay. I am going to tell the tale of the moist pleasure barge and its furious captain and how he came to be so furious. So my
Kira was about to give you Bardic Inspiration.
So I'm gonna have the symbiote sort of squelching moistly along my sides, making an undulating wave movement, and I'm gonna be like rowing and telling the story of these gamblers, and how a night they got too deep in their cuffs, and the next thing you know, people are tied up in their bedroom, and there's unholy sexual innuendos flying around, and he comes barging in, furious. But is he furious because he was left out, or is he furious because of such depravity on his moist pleasure barge? We may never know. We may never know.
I love you. That was awesome.
I came a hair's breadth to being like, actually, maybe I do lend. No, moist man. Man.
Give me the performance. Is anybody cheering Senzan on?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The rest of the Danger Cuties are standing up on their feet, cheering this tale, this debauched tale of sexual depravity and BDSM. Consensual,
Natural
of course.
20 plus 6.
The crowd goes wild, and they love it. Yeah. All right, you tap yourself out, and Aurora goes out on stage. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to see what Aurora has to do.
If Aurora doesn't say the word moist, she gets bardic inspiration.
She got a 9, and a 9 is... She comes out and tells a story about a mage who can't control their magic. She looks trepidatious at first, and seeing her friends... Are you guys cheering her on?
Of course. Yeah.
Seeing her friends in the audience, she smiles and she seems to get a little more confident in herself, and she reaches up and she takes off her little necklace, and her eyes start to glow blue. And she starts telling a poem about an ancient undead scourge. Her feet start to leave the ground, and blue lightning starts to crackle around her. Her friends notice her fangs getting a little longer. And the story culminates with the ancient undead horror being put down by a holy order, leaving a family behind.
Can you remind us what that necklace does when she wears it?
You're pretty sure it keeps her from psychically eating you in your sleep?
Yeah, the ones we wear protect us from her.
Can I...
The one she wears.
Can I... I would like to
Protect us from her.
I would like to entertain the idea of using Mage Hand to gently go and just like fasten that right back up.
When the poem is over, she does it herself. And she's rolling with advantage, so let's hope she doesn't just roll an 8. Oh, thanks for the song,
to get up there.
So 17 plus 8 is 25. So, what did you say, Theris?
Can Theris, watching all of her friends, because she had no idea what this was all about, decide that she can...
If Theris wants to jump in, there's absolutely space for Theris to jump in.
Alright. Theris is going to be like, I want to go! And she wants to run up there.
Alright, cool. Roll a d12.
Alright. Okay, first I gotta find a d12. Let's see.
It's tricky.
There
Finding a
we
d12 is not easy.
Did it actually work? It didn't roll.
Oh,
there it is. I see it.
Hold on. It's coming up.
I see it.
Oh
It's...
no! Except you got a 1.
No, but that's okay. Roll again because we already did Cowardly Monarch.
Oh, okay.
And if I can allow bardic inspiration, if
Absolutely.
that matters. Yes.
I got a 10.
The prompt as you're
Plus
walking on
D6.
stage, this is just for what she's getting. The prompt as you walk on stage is a toddler in an adult's body.
A toddler in an adult's body.
So how is what sort of performance Honestly, like, drunken master stuff would be hilarious, but
Yeah, it would be. She just decides she sings a song, and the song is about not wanting to eat peas or something. and she gets more filled with rage as the song goes on, and then she starts screaming, and she takes one of her swords and like slams it into the stage, and then falls over on the ground and just lays there silently.
I was gonna say kicking and screaming because she hates peas.
I get kick and scream before I just lay there and give up.
So, while all this is going on and we're all having fun, everyone's performing, things are going really well, y'all hear some screams coming from backstage.
Whoa.
Theirs is like, that's not me screaming.
Isn't that where I am?
This is the second time this has happened to us.
Yep. And then pull that back up.
It is. I blame Quintilius.
I'm going to actually put Aurora. Yep. And Erica, wait, actually, because Theros is on stage. You guys are actually off stage after performing, and Theros is in the middle of the stage.
I'm gonna pull my sword back out of this stage.
You got it. So, what you hear coming from off stage is the prop. It's alive. It's an owlbear. Somebody should have paid more attention in class.
Oh?
It is, and as this happens, the doors smash open, and what looks to be a prop owlbear with very real fangs and claws smashes through the door. I would like everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Oh.
Oh, and I lied. I don't have a sword. It's a scimitar.
It's a type of sword.
It's a type of sword.
Yeah. It's a sharp, pointy thing.
All right, let me pull up the...
18.
I hate wasting a good roll on initiative. I feel like I'm gonna go eventually.
Right. And sometimes it's good to go later.
Yep, all right,
Yeah,
sorry.
like...
So Pepsi got a 24. And Maudit got a 19. Theros got a... 18. What did Hiccup get?
5.
5.
Oh.
My and Aurora got a 18. All right. What did Senzan get? 8.
An 8, yeah.
Paladins and sorcerers, man. All right, Maudit, Theros, Pepsi, Aurora, Owlbear. So 4 of you get to act before the Owlbear.
What about
Pest.
Erica Jr.?
Owlbear, Senzan, Pest, Hiccup.
Thank you.
Maudit, what is Maudit doing as this Owlbear bursts onto the rose stage?
Okay, so that is how far away I am. Let me pull this over onto this screen so I'm not constantly looking away.
Yep. Let's see. Maudit is 40 feet away, it looks like.
Okay. So, let us see.
And as this is happening, the crowd is erupting. Like, some of them think it's part of the act. Some of them realize something's wrong. Some of them are fleeing.
So I would like to use my action.
Yep.
To use my Fragrant Aura Hex.
Okay.
As sulfur.
Nice. So what does it do? Tell me.
So it is a 30-foot radius sphere centered on myself.
Okay.
And each creature I choose within the aura has disadvantage on Constitution checks and saving throws.
All right. And you have to choose it, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
You're not going to choose any of your buddies. So there you go.
No, I'm only going to choose. So it's a 30-foot radius and it's 40 feet away from me. So I'm just gonna
dump it on it.
Yeah. Dump it on it, and I'm gonna get slightly closer, like just close enough, but I'm still squishy.
And you, just to be clear, you can choose to have it not affect your friends if they enter that sphere.
Yes.
Okay. Just for everybody else.
Yeah, it's an active choice to target somebody, not an
Gotcha.
active choice to not target somebody.
Perfect. All right. Anything else?
So that is my action, and then as my bonus action, I will cast. Ooh, do I want to do this already, or do I not want to do this already?
It's big. It's.
Yeah, I'll do this already. Then I will cast Dragon's Breath on Erica.
Okay. Erica has. It is now a fire-breathing insect.
So I actually get to choose what.
Oh, which type of dragon's breath?
Which magical energy. And acid or poison? Poison.
All right.
Yeah.
Tharos is up with Pepsi on deck, and then Aurora, then the Owlbear, then Sinzan, then Pest, then Hiccup.
All right. So I'm on the stage. How far away is this owlbear?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
So I could probably. Can I get to it?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to decide if I want to hit it from far away or just go up to it and.
You are more effective melee
Yeah.
close combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I can get to it, I'm going to hit it with my scimitar and then do my unarmed strike.
You get 2 of them if you spend the key point. So yeah, go ahead, hit it with the scimitar, and zap zap.
Oh, really? Alright, 14.
Let me check. That is actually a hit. Roll damage.
Woohoo! 10.
Alright. So you hit it for 10 damage. Alright, are you going to do the 2 unarmed attacks with a key point?
I am, and there's something else I can do. I've got, what is it? I've got a bonus. I know I'm not on bonus actions yet, but, okay, that's the, Oh, that's with the ranged weapon. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes now.
Cool. So you all watch your monk tiefling friend run up to this thing.
14.
14's still a hit. Remember, that was what you rolled the first time.
Oh, right, that's what I got last time. 6.
Jesus, that's a lot of damage. You get 1 more.
And I get 1 more. Oh, that's a 12.
That is a miss.
Ugh. Oh, well.
All right. Pepsi's up with Aurora on deck. Elle's talking to mute.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm roughly 40 feet. So I think I could move a little bit and be close enough. Or dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Sorry, I had it all pulled up and then I had the audacity to click something.
To click
So
on
yeah,
something
okay.
else. Yeah.
I whispered 60 feet, so I should be within 60 feet range, is that correct?
You absolutely are, yep.
Whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice can hear, racking it with terrible pain. They have to take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
You got it.
It doesn't move to danger, so.
Got it. All right, so it's got to make you cast it, mark it off on your sheet, and what kind of save is it? Wisdom save?
Wisdom, yeah.
Remember, it's got disadvantage.
Well, it got a 5 and a 16, but the 5 with disadvantage because of your curse, it fails. So roll for damage, Pepsi.
I don't exactly know.
It should be right next to the spell.
Just, it's effect, right? I just hit effect, 3d6.
Yep.
Psychic, yeah.
Yeah.
16.
That's a lot of psychic damage. It screams in pain.
I was very mean to it. I probably owe it an apology at some point, if it survives.
Aurora's up, then the owlbear. Alright, Aurora is going to... I actually kept her character sheet up just for this. She points at it, utters something in a guttural tongue, and red beams strike out from her hand, and she's cast Bane at it. So it's got to make a charisma save, or it gets minus D4 on all throws, saving throws and attack throws. So let's see. And it's still got disadvantage, right? Well, it rolled a 2 for its first roll. So, all right, it fails. It is now struck by Bane from Aurora.
I'm so stinky that all the enemies have trouble concentrating.
Minus D4. All right, well, it is up, and then we've got Senzan on deck. It is going to rear back on its hind legs, and it's huge. It's bear-sized. It's probably 15 feet tall when it rears back, and it takes some swipes at Theras.
The person standing right in front of it?
Yep. Well, you are the tank. So the first one is a claw attack. 6 plus 13, and it's going to get at least -1, so it's not going to hit you.
Nope.
All right, the next is it comes back down off of its hind legs, and its mouth comes rushing straight at your face, and the jaws snap at you. That's an 18. Let's see if it hits with a minus D4. Well, hold on, I got a -4.
Then it does not.
-1. 18 minus 17. Does a 17 hit?
I am a 17.
It hits. All right.
Do I have any,
13 damage. It hurts. It takes a chunk out of your shoulder. Senzan is up, then the Pest, and then Hiccup.
Okay.
Dog definitely wants it to die.
Oh my god, where's
okay. Can I move close enough? So here's what I want to do. I want to get up. What's the remit?
Yeah, my Green Boy, it's almost like there was an owlbear attack in the module somewhere after being tested for owlbears.
Okay, I'm gonna get up near it, and then I'm going to cast color spray in its face.
All right, this is how you evaporated Erica the First.
No, that was Chromatic Orb.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm standing real close to the owlbear.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm gonna do a cone, like diagonal to miss you, but go at the creature and kind of to its right.
Yep. So you're gonna do sort of.
Because it has like a cone from me 15 feet.
So this is basically what you're doing.
Kind of like that, yeah, exactly.
Like
so,
sort of like that.
Let's see.
Give me the roll.
I would roll. Well, it doesn't do damage.
What are you casting?
Right?
It's a distraction spell.
Color spray.
Ah, okay.
So I'm trying to blind it with bright colors in its face.
Got it.
So right. I don't know I don't think I have to do anything. Right?
Just read the description to me.
Yeah.
So, dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your hand. You rolled 6 die 10, but that's hit points of creatures. So if you want to affect like a group.
Got it. All right, you're going to be able to affect this creature. That's fine.
Right.
And what is the effect?
So, it's blinded until the end of my next turn.
All right, it is blinded and it has disadvantage from Maudit's curse, but it is still alive. Anything else, Senzan?
What else could I do? No, I guess that's it. I don't have any other kind of...
All right. Pest, Hiccup, and then back to the top of the order.
Yes.
Oh, right, the poison-breathing pest.
Yes. But to command her to attack, I have to use an action or a bonus action. And previously I never had bonus action, so it always just accidentally used my bonus action. But I used both this time, so this time she is just going to dash to get there, because she's further away. So she's going to get all up on...
Where does she want to... Go ahead, put her where you want her to be. Okay.
Yep.
Bardic Inspiration?
And then she's just waiting there.
She can't take the action this turn because it was all movement, so maybe don't inspire her.
Yeah. So like, if he does anything to her, she's got a reaction. If I get a free action or bonus action, she's ready.
All right, Hiccup. Hiccup is in the audience, seeing all of this happen. What's Hiccup doing?
Uh-oh, not again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna get right up here, and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
All right.
Remember, I'm standing right there. No, it's okay. This one won't. This one won't be acid. 18 plus 6, 24.
All right. It 24. You hit.
And I'm upcasting it at 2nd level.
What is there a save?
No, it's to hit. It's just a hit. So it's gonna be lightning damage.
All right, I am gonna roll a dexterity save for the pest who is right on top of it where Maudit put it.
Well, it's lightning. It's not like it's gonna
conduct through living tissue or anything.
Although I did reread my familiar feature, and it adds my proficiency bonus to its AC, saving throws, and damage rolls.
All right, cool. You could roll the nat 20. It saved.
20. Hold on,
Tank lives.
Erica 2 lives.
Yay. 27 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
I wish you could actually see the sheet. It actually had exactly 27 hit points left.
Oh, damn.
It explodes in a shower of wood, canvas, and an icky black substance.
Oh.
The icky black substance again.
Yep. So
Do
we are
have a
now out of
sample
combat.
We probably have a sample of it on my clothes now.
Yep.
Oh no, I took a sample the first time we saw it.
I think this might actually be your 3rd sample of this stuff.
Yeah. Does anybody, I don't know if I do, I can check my inventory, but if anybody has something that we can scrape a little bit of an extra sample into, that might be, like, having consistent samples might be...
I mean, I always walk around with little specimen jars because you never know what's going to go great in a potion.
For sure. Do you want to grab a little sample of this just so we can, like, compare and contrast?
Yeah. I mean, all the other samples are already in my, my pouch of random shit I've picked up anyways, so.
All right.
Oh my god.
As you're collecting this sample, your friend, your original, the first professor that greeted you at Strixhaven, Mavinda Sharpbeak, she is a Silver Quill Professor of Radiance. She is herding the students out of the Rose stage. She's coming to see you to make sure everybody's okay. And following her very closely is your other new friend, Johann Totsky, the Silver Quill Professor of Shadow. And they are joined by your Magical Physiologies Professor, Varelda Lang. She is a Dryad woman, and she is Quandrix.
Can any of them heal my damn shoulder?
Mavinda reaches down and utters a few words in a very beautiful, flowing language, and casts Heal Wounds upon you. 2d6 plus 4. Go ahead and you can roll if you want.
Let's see.
While that's happening, Erica just kind of like burps some acid on the ground.
The three of them look at you collecting the oil, and they share a look.
Like scraping it.
All three of them share a look and say, "It is what we suspected. We should have a talk, students. Perhaps tomorrow in my office."
Are they saying that to all of us?
Oh yes, to the party.
They weren't just like, God damn it, it's the weird girl again.
Wow. Totski's looking at you like, God damn, it's the weird girl again. But
can you tell us a little bit more? Because I have band practice tomorrow, and I definitely, that sounds important, but can you just help me understand, like, are we talking like, oh, we should talk about extra credit, or oh, you guys are going to be expelled? Like, can you give me like a range of like how serious?
give me an insight check.
Everyone or just Pepsi?
And anyone who wants to try to glean something.
Oh, wait,
well,
I'm always walking around as a constant insight check.
Yeah, I feel like whenever Mandy rolls insight, it like
insight. Oops.
16,
I'm just
and
gonna
I get to add a d4, so that's a 4, so that's a 20.
My gosh, 11.
Whenever
All right.
Mandy rolls insight, Pepsi is like spurred to do the same, because when you're a drug dealer, suddenly starts
Checking
you know,
shit out.
You do too. So I just want to say, like, when
All right.
Maudit is doing it, I do, and when I do, probably.
I'm going to say Maudit is the only one who picks up on this. They're concerned. They're not trying to be disciplinarian. They're worried about something. And it's not you.
I mean, yeah, inanimate objects have been eating students. I'd be a little bit worried if they weren't concerned.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably this whole thing was supposed to be an act of revelry, which is why I came to perform for free, by the way, for free. And so I did this out of the spirit of revelry. And whatever the fuck this is a real fucking boner killer.
And they
Boner killer.
Mavinda looks down at you and says, boner killer. I like it.
Yeah, it's the name of her sword.
Oh, you don't want to see her. No. Anyway.
It's a very unimpressive sword.
I'm
Or the most impressive.
just to be clear, right? I'm going to bring all three of them up at the same time here. This trio of stern-looking professor women are who you're talking about your boner killer to.
Yeah,
well, it's
just saying.
It was the name of an album, and I stand by it. And I will not apologize for my artistry, for my performance, for my showmanship, for my pageantry. That's something that is incredibly important to my culture, and so I will not be apologizing for it. Because yes, it is a boner killer. And if you really examine it, imagine the raw language of it. Just the raw language. I know it might be a bit crass, but argue with me. Give me any point to argue upon which this would not be absolutely killing a boner.
No.
Also, figuratively, literally.
The dryad woman looks at you and says, "If I had wood, it would indeed kill it."
Exactly. And I mean, part of why Maudit gets along with Pepsi so well is because of like an inherent cultural shared similarity of like, when you grow up, not just in the Feywild, but like in a traveling carnival of questionable legality and morality, authority isn't inherently respected. You kind of have to earn people's respect. So these might be teachers, these might be like stern older ladies, but Maudie definitely just looks at him like, okay, auntie, like, I get it.
And as this is going on, Tatsuki looks down at you, Maudit, and says, "Your first act of penance will be going to the Sedgemoor. We would like you to investigate something for us."
Wait, penance for what?
Cheating.
She cheated.
And Tatsuki says that
allegedly.
I mean, I've heard a lot of rumors, but I do work for the Strixhaven Star, and we have a level of, you know, just, what's the word that I'm looking for when you're journalistic integrity.
Dear? Is that what you're looking for? Integrity?
I got there. Hey, I got there.
She's looking very pointedly at Maudit when she says the word integrity.
I got there. I got there. I figured it out. And you know what? Yeah. Yes. Integrity. Journalistic integrity. And I will acknowledge bias because this is a roommate of mine, but this is simply someone I was assigned to live with. And so I will attest that point, that I was simply assigned to live with this person. I have no
Mavinda's going to interrupt you.
them.
She's going to interrupt you and say, "Are you quite done? This is important. We need to talk."
I'm not quite done, but I will shut the fuck up. And I hope that you see that as me meeting you where you need me to meet you. Because you got to meet people where they need to be met. So yeah, I'll shut the fuck up, but I will not shut the fuck up about journalistic integrity and our right to free speech and our right as students to speak to our lived experience.
As she's babbling, like, Monty leans over and is like, "Oh, I totally get it."
All right.
Bitch, I know.
They are.
Bitch, I know. Bitch, I know. I'm not saying this because I don't know, but you do. I know. I'm a freshman in college. And I'm a leftist, libtard, cock snowflake. And I will live in that space. And I will die for the right to defend that space. For you, for me, for anyone.
God bless your heart. All right, listen. It's 6 after 10. Do you want to do the scene with the professors this week or next week?
I'm going to leave it completely up to y'all.
I just need a rest at some point because I'm still 5 hit points down, but I'm good with whatever.
Why don't we can do it this week, and next week we will go into the Sedgemoor.
In terms of game, in terms of like individual like players being on board for game, I'm on board for maybe 30 more minutes.
It won't take 30 minutes. It'll be a 10-minute scene.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for 10 minutes.
But it's up to the rest of you.
Is there anything you guys want to do? Let's say we're going to have the meeting in Tatsuki's office tomorrow morning. And is there anything you want to do the rest of this day? After everything's over, you know, the professors go back to whatever it was they were doing after making sure everyone's okay. And the rest of the student body is congratulating you for yet again being the heroes of Strixhaven and saving, you know, people from what might have been death at the hands of an animated owlbear.
Oh, DM?
Yes.
Can I make the rules for me, like, spreading rumors and stuff?
Yeah, let's do that. Give me, what did we say?
Deception?
Whichever you're better at. Persuasion.
It was some sort of charisma.
Yeah, persuasion or deception.
Surprisingly, I'm better at deception. Natural 20, 24.
All right, awesome. You managed to convince a bunch of people. By the end of, you know, everybody who had performed, as this was going on, you were saying, "Oh, you know, isn't that cool? Isn't that great?" But also, "Wow, did you hear about this thing that happened?" And you managed to actually convince a bunch of people that somehow, some weird experiment... Are you going to cast Dispersion on any particular college? Like, is there any... Are you suggesting that any college is behind it?
No.
Okay. So some magical experiment went wrong, and a huge Hydra was released somewhere. People are talking about it, and they're talking about the article that was in the Strixhaven Star talking
Can I
about
also see if like anyone has any further information that they might know, or maybe they've seen something?
Give me an investigation at disadvantage, because these are just students, but you never know.
17.
I'm gonna say no, unless you like rolled a nat 20. Nobody knows. These are students.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Long rest, my friends. Unless, sorry, Muddy. Did you want to do something? Okay. Long rest, and next morning. It is a rainy day here in Strixhaven. The rain is falling outside. You smell the wonderful scents of that bread that you get every morning from the bakery below you. You're half looking forward to and half scared of what's going to happen at this meeting. You know, over the last 3 or 4 months, you've actually uncovered something that, unbeknownst to the rest of the student body, has the professors worried. I'm assuming Madit shared that with the rest of them?
Yeah. Of course.
So, you know, you're not sure what to expect. And you make your way, you traverse your way across the campus to your meeting in the bibliothèque with Professor Lang, Professor Totsky, and Mavinda Sharpbeat. They are waiting for you in, let's say, Mavinda's office on the top floor of the biblioplex. They usher you in, and Mavinda leans forward and puts a vial on the table. It is the exact same substance that Maudit has been collecting for the last few months.
Isn't the ampha something that I definitely knew what that word meant?
Amphora?
Amphora, yeah, is it that?
No, it's the black oil. It's the oozy
it's
black
the
oil.
oil that they use for everything.
Okay.
So this is Eldritch Balm, she tells you. We use this. This is a magical elixir. We use it for everything. We use it to preserve books. We use it to preserve leathers. We use it as tiger balm. And she rubs a little bit on her, you know, arthritic wrist. She says, we use this for everything. We believe it's been corrupted in some way. And it is my understanding that you are efficacious. And I would like you to help me with something. It's my understanding that, Maudit, you are required, but I would like the rest of you to help. Yes? There will be extra credit involved.
Well,
yeah, I'll do it for extra credit.
What kind of extra credit are we talking about? And what kind of extra work are we talking about?
I would like you to
Fun
investigate.
and exciting extra work?
Absolutely. And remember, you're talking to a research professor here, right?
Yeah, but like, could you get specific? Because I have band practice that I have been falling behind on, and I have a few other
thanks
things.
for the follow.
Thank you for
All
following.
right.
And also, it's alright. Doesn't matter.
Okay. She beckons Varelda forward, the soft-spoken dryad who is your magical physiologies professor, who is a professor of the Witherbloom College. And she's very soft-spoken, and she says, "This is brewed in the Witherbloom campus in the Sedgemoor Swamp. There's something wrong with this batch. We don't quite know what. We've made a connection, and we think there's been some sort of foul play. In the past, students have been caught practicing." She looks very askance at the other two professors. and says, forbidden magic in the Sedgemoor. The last time this happened... Oh yes, anything that puts your fellow students at danger is forbidden here. Intentionally.
What is forbidden that does not put people at risk? Like, what are the things that you forbid that maybe are just ideological that don't actually impact individuals on a safety scale?
She looks at you and very clearly says, magic is about consent. Certain students did not consent to have their life force drained by other students.
Point fucking taken.
In this manner, they corrupted the waters of the Sedgemoor once in the past. We'd like to know if this happened again, and we'd like to know without creating an uproar on campus.
Well,
would you like to assist us with this, and can you keep it quiet? And she looks very pointedly at Pepsi and Hiccup and says, I understand you have, what was it? Journalistic integrity?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You will be allowed to discuss this anonymously.
I will accept anonymously if that is the only point that you're putting forward, because I can say anonymously I'm not saying this to her, I'm saying this to Esquire.
Okay.
I will say anonymously, actually, I don't know. I would actually speak to Esquire rather than DM. I feel like I should be paying you by the moment.
So here's...
What am I allowed to say?
I gotta ban you, you asshole in the chat.
Oh, is there a dick bag?
It's a...
Oh, I hate that shit. Man, they do that when I'm fucking camming. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to come. Like, could you shut the fuck up?
Wait. Come on. How can I ban you? I'll deal with it later.
Because it's on the other Twitch.
Oh, I
you
got
have to ban it from your channel.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Take your time, because that's worthwhile.
It is blocked, gone.
Yeah, having some dickbag just like sneak in trying to like. No, hey.
So where were we? Back to game, and we were talking about the professors would like you to do this for them, and they would like you to do it anonymously, so as not to create a stir on campus. If we were to send some upperclassmen or ourselves, it might make students uneasy. Just all we'd like you to do is go down to the Sedgemoor, see if there's anything amiss under the guise of collecting herbs for us. She hands Maudit a list and says, we will expect you to fulfill the list. And then she puts another potion on the desk and says, should you find anything amiss, dump this potion into the waters of the Sedgemoor.
That sounds so great. And so how are you going to make it worth our while and make it something that we feel comfortable doing? Because you're asking us to take an action against our fellow students. And that's a pretty big ask, in my opinion, because these are our peers.
Students. She quietly says, the second level of the library will be made available to you.
Oh, I'm in! Awesome. Count me in.
It is generally only available for second year and above. It will be made available to you for whatever research piques your interest.
How far are we from second level? Like, so they're doing the great gesture of granting us second level access to the fucking library. Like, first of all,
you won't have access until you join a college otherwise.
Like, I'd like to point out that the whole reason why they even think something's wrong with the swamp or whatever is because students were murdered there, and they're like, oh, let's send some freshmen in to investigate.
You're expendable.
Yeah,
Oh, that wasn't a professor. That was...
We're sacrificial lambs.
We're,
Yay!
we're expendable as fuck, and also like, I don't love the carrot they're dangling in front of us because I feel like, oh, you can get second level access to the library. Like, how the fuck far are we from getting that? Just
like, so if you're asking from a metagame standpoint, probably like 3 or 4 games.
I'm in a position where I feel like we can and should demand more. Because, like, we'll be there in a few games. We don't have to, like, I feel like they're asking a lot of us for something that we're going to have eventually anyway. They're not granting us something special. They're just saying, like, oh, a little early, you can have access to this thing if you do this thing that is basically, like...
Totsky turns to Varelda and whispers something. I would like everyone to give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Boo. 6.
9.
12.
Disadvantage?
I'm 16 without my bonus.
Got it.
God, at disadvantage, that's a 6.
All right. Okay. Varelda, the Dryad woman, looks at you and says, if assisting your school in this matter is not enough for you, I'm very sorry. We'll take care of it ourselves.
Well, you know, I feel like the school should be capable of taking care of it themselves. And I don't, like, I barely, like, I joined the school, I think because someone came to my show and fanned me. If I'm being honest, it was a fanboy. Maybe it was fangirl. Doesn't really matter to me. I came here not because I am so dedicated to the school, but because it sounded like a cool deal. And, I
think it'd be cool to go to the Sedgemoor and figure out what's going on, because it'd be a lot more interesting than some of the other stuff that...
Look, I'm not saying it would be interesting. I agree with you. It would be interesting. I'm just saying that, like, they're asking a favor of us. And we are students here, and they're asking us to go above and beyond, and they continue to do that. Like, since we've become students here, we should have just been able to, like, go to our classes and fuck off and have, like, a normal college experience in this interplanar dimension.
So this isn't a normal college experience.
So while they're...
Did you not read the literature?
Hold tight for a second. No. Let me get Maudit in for a second, because I know...
While they're going back and forth, like, Maudit has to do this, so she doesn't really, like, have...
She doesn't have a
dog
choice
in this race, right? But she realizes that her friends don't have to, and she would like them to be appropriately compensated. And so she does bring this up to the professors, and she says she recognizes that they do want to keep this under wraps. And so instead of like extra credit or things that would need explanation to other teachers and students, why don't we get another pass through the buttholes?
If you'd like a leave, sure, I can write you an archaic pass.
Are there any interesting artifacts I could have?
No, dear. And Totsky asks for the room and asks for the other 2 professors to leave.
Who does Trotsky expect to stay in this room?
The students.
Okay.
And she says, look, we need you to do this. We would expect you would want to curry favor with us to get into our specific colleges. If that's not something you're interested in, that's fine. Are you looking to barter for your services?
I'm down with adventure.
I just want access to the library.
Yeah, Theris is pretty happy with access to the library and adventure.
I would like, and I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Pepsi and Maudit realize that the list of herbs that Totski's given you make a lot of really interesting things.
Okay. Upon investigation of those things, I'm feeling more inclined. I mean, don't want us to be taken advantage of by a bunch of fucking suits who, like...
I mean, she tries to get across to you. What are suits? She's trying to get across to you that, you know, you're helping the whole school, you're currying favor with the professors, and maybe even saving the lives of your fellow students.
Okay, when it comes to my fellow students, that's a horse of a different color. But helping the school for the sake of being a good student, like, I don't feel great about that. If I'm helping my fellow students, that's one thing.
Well,
and that's what they've been, I feel like they've put that forth.
All right.
I'm willing to do it for that. So that's where I stand.
Okay.
Mommy's just happy because, like, we got the library for the nerds, we got the butthole for the adventurers. We're good.
Yeah.
The butthole for adventures.
All right.
A good place to end.
Then let us... What I was going to say was let's end here, and next week we will not go through the butthole. We will go to the Sedgemoor.
And with that, GM has discouraged me from joining next week's game.
Aww.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Aww,
I'm just
no
kidding.
butthole. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't have to have a butthole to enjoy the experience. Life has taught me that.
All right. On that note, I will start with Senzan this evening. Confessional.
Yeah, basically all I have to say is how exciting it was to do improv. I'm going to say that was new for her, and it was a rousing success. And it was really fun to have a psychically manipulatable prop.
Excellent. All right. Hiccup.
Hiccup had a lot of fun spreading rumors. That's something she's never done before. So she found a new specialty of hers. Still mildly concerned about the ancient horror that we unleashed upon the world, but like we'll probably get to that at some point. She's excited for library access and getting to go read some more books, and I think her and Theris will have a really good time reading books. She's also excited to go to the Sedgemoor because she's never been there before, and that's a new place. And she's also kind of wondering if it's sort of like the Feywild, because it's like a wooded area, and the Feywild is also kind of the woods. And that's her only point of reference, really. So
The Feywild is also kind of the woods.
her point of reference.
Awesome. There is.
All right, so this whole improv thing was entirely new and unexpected, and I didn't think I'd want to be a part of it, but it was so fascinating and fun, and a little did I know that at the end we would be attacked by one of the props, and I assume this happens every time, so maybe next time I will be armed and ready before I do improv, in case, this happens again. But my shoulder's feeling better, and I got to use my scimitar, which is always exciting. And I, for one, am very excited about adventure and the library, getting to access new scrolls and books, but I'm a little bit confused by Pepsi's comment that this is not the usual college experience, because I don't know what that means.
Awesome. Pepsi.
So just to follow up on that, I feel like the usual college experience is not that you go to college and have to save the world for the rest of your, classmates. And I feel like it's a little extra they're asking of us, since they're also asking us to roll for midterms and all of that. Like, I feel like saving the world or saving the,
multiverse.
Multiverse, citizenry, scholastic attendancy. I feel like that's a little bit of a lot to ask of any school attendees. Pepsi is just like a little out of sorts because Pepsi hasn't been super present. Reed, Ella has had some shit going on and did not attend the last session. And it just feels like if you want this from us, if this is something that you're asking for, that you expect, that, we put forth and it's something that's just super normal to you, like, I feel like you could maybe give us a few points on our quizzes. Like, I don't feel like that's way too much to ask.
You got it.
And Pepsi is super psyched about Hiccup getting this really great story, and I'm not sure how that story settled. I'm not sure if it was like Hiccup breaking the story or if it was us together or if we did it anonymously or whatever. But whatever that is, like, Pepsi is just like really psyched to like participate with Hiccup and make it like Hiccup's fucking show. Cause like Hiccup is such a delight. Such a strong, excellent, delightful part of our crew, and I feel like Hiccup doesn't realize how important they are, and they need to.
But she's strong because she's in the Iron Lifters Club.
Physically, literally, and figuratively, and like in every possible way. Like, yes, Hiccup is strong because they have put forth the effort to become a strong individual, but also I just want Hiccup, like, Hiccup is such a cheerleader for our team, and like Pepsi just really wants Hiccup to like know that like, hey, you did such a big deal of a big job, and like you deserve to take that, and like to be like to live in that space. And Pepsi just really is so just loves Hiccup and is just so proud of her. Just loves Hiccup, not proud of. Proud of sounds condescending. Pepsi is mostly like, okay, I'm coming back, I'm adjusting. I've been in a place where like I've kind of been out of sorts, I say, as Ella who's been a little out of sorts. And so the biggest situation here for Pepsi is just making sure that like Pepsi is showing up for the people that Pepsi cares about, and
you got it.
That's it. Yeah, that's the gist.
All right, Maudit.
Maudit is a little bit upset with herself for getting caught cheating. And funnily enough, does that make her want to study? Not particularly. But does it make her want to be better at cheating? Yes. She doesn't like being, I don't want to say indentured to the professor because she has to work off her probation or whatever, and she doesn't like it, so she's just trying to get through that semester. But yeah, I guess we're going to the Sedgemoor. She's gonna complete the shopping list, and she's definitely gonna collect double the amount of ingredients, and half of them are going into her pockets.
All right, and I'm just gonna do this because you didn't like it, but man, that would have been awesome. I turned you green.
Oh no.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, cool.
You look like Elphaba.
All right, cool. Anybody want to promo anything before we go? Ella OnlyFans, ELADARLNG.
Onlyfans.com/EllaDarling, EllaDarling.com, ELADarling.com.
Mod Myriad commissions open.
Yes, my commissions are open. I do like character art, so if you're in a D&D game and you want character art, you should hit me up. I do some character art. You could visit my Twitter at myriad_x for further information. You just have to either email me or DM me. All that information is on my Twitter. And I also stream normally Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So yeah, you could check me out on Twitch as well.
Maudit, Clover B, did you want a promo? Are you starting to stream again?
Yeah, so I very casually stream Tuesday nights, Sunday afternoons. Eventually I will do Saturday nights, but I took this past week off because I was ill. So I will be back tomorrow night, 7 or 8, I don't know, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come watch me do a craft with absolutely no preparation.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right. On that note, on that last message from D Live, I'm gonna call it for tonight, and we will see everybody in a week. Everybody wave good night. Good night, so long.
Good night,
farewell.
everyone.
Auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
So long and good night.
Hold on.
So long and good night.